On September 28, 2024, at Beijing's National Tennis Center, the Diamond Court, with a capacity of 15,000 spectators, was filled to the brim, with fans gathered to support local player Zheng Qinwen in a round of 64 match at the China Open. Less than 2 months ago in Paris, Zheng Qinwen made history by becoming the first Asian player to win an Olympic gold medal in women's singles tennis. Her victory sparked a surge of enthusiasm for tennis in China, a sport known for both its viewing appeal and commercial value. According to statistics, total ticket sales for the 2024 China Open exceeded 80 million RMB, a 60% increase over 2023. Spectator turnout is projected to reach 300,000, up by 50% from last year, both record highs.
Sports hold an undeniable allure. It can bring thousands of people together, setting aside differences, cheering for victory, lame applause, or just simply enjoy the thrill of competition. Through the efforts of a single athlete, they can inspire millions to embrace and actively participate in sports, experiencing first-hand benefits of progress and personal growth. Today, most of Olympic events as we know them originated in Europe and North America. Modern sports have been a part of Chinese culture for just over a century.
In fact, ancient China developed over 200 unique sports activities, many of which have history spanning thousands of years, and share similarities with the origins of modern sports.
What does make Chinese traditional sports distinctive? How has China in such a short period of time achieved so many notable milestones in modern sports? And how has the Chinese sporting spirit endured and evolved from ancient times to today? Join me as we explore these questions together.
For many, martial arts films starring legends like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan were their first introduction to Chinese martial arts, creating the lasting impression that all Chinese people are unbeatable masters of Kung Fu. The origins of martial arts trace back to ancient times, when early humans developed hand-to-hand techniques, such as punching, kicking and grappling, to be constantly aware of their surroundings, along with the use of basic stone and wooden tools for defense. These early combat techniques laid the foundation for what became Chinese martial arts. Over time, structured martial techniques were incorporated into military training to strengthen soldiers. By the Tang and Song dynasties, martial arts had become an official subject in the imperial exams, entering a golden age of development. This period saw the rise of influential schools like Shaolin, Wudang, Mi and Southern Fist, which continue to have a lasting impact.
目视前方，自然呼吸。好，起身。通过这一个动作，我们可以感受到太极拳，它是非常讲究天人合一的。我们讲顺其自然，道法自然，讲的就是吸日月之精华，养天地之正气。右手啊，这个5根指头代表了5湖。左手呢，这4根指头代表的是4海。这个时候呢，代表的是5湖4海大团结。
So all of the ideals are behind these moves and gestures.
In southern China, every year on the Dragon Boat Festival, held on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, people gather to race boats decorated with dragon motifs in a spirited competition on the river. The festival's origins date back to the Warring States period, commemorating Qu Yuan, a patriotic poet who drowned himself after being exiled, unable to serve his country. According to legend, villagers raced in boats to keep fish away from his body, thus creating the dragon boat tradition. To this day, people race dragon boats each summer to honor Qu Yuan, while also praying for a bountiful harvest and favorable weather. When you look closely, dragon boat racing bears similarities to rowing in the UK and canoeing in North America. Under different cultural backgrounds, each has its own charm. In China, Dragon Boat is not only about a contest of speed and passion, but is also steeped in seasonal and cultural significance. Half ritual to honor the gods, half festivity for public enjoyment. Another sport dating back to the Warring States period is Suju, originally developed for military training. By the Han Dynasty, it had become a popular and highly skilled sport, with even emperors like Liu Bang and Liu El deeply enthusiastic about it. In formal Suju games, 2 teams of 6 players competed to score goals by kicking the ball into the net. Sound familiar? In 2004, FIFA officially recognized Suju as the earliest form of soccer. During the Song Dynasty, the competitive goal-scoring style gave way to a performance-based style, focused on skill, with players keeping the ball in the air. In Water Margin, one of China's great classical novels, Gao Chu, a character who rises to prominence through his Suju skills, reflects how beloved Suju was as a form of entertainment in China's history. Like sports around the world, traditional Chinese sports, such as martial arts, dragon boat racing, and Suju, emerged from practical needs in daily life, production and military training, yet evolved to carry distinct cultural and recreational qualities. Chinese traditional sports emphasize harmony with nature, cooperation and unity among people, and the cultivation of virtues, such as morality, skill and kindness, through participation in sports.
In the late Qing dynasty, modern sports began to take root in China through the influence of the Westernization movement and the returning of overseas students. Over the past century, Chinese sports have undergone countless transformations, evolving from scratch and making monumental strides.
In October 1910, the first national sports event in modern Chinese history was held at Nanyang Exposition in Nanjing, initiated by American missionary Max J. Exner. In 1922, Liu Lihua, who contributed to female sports in China, established the Liangjiang Women's Sports College in Shanghai, where she founded China's first women's football and basketball teams. In 1932, athlete Yu Changchun competed in the 100 meters and 200 meter sprints at the 10th Los Angeles Olympics, marking China's first official participation in the Olympic Games. In 1984, sharpshooter Su Haifeng won China's first Olympic gold medal in the men's free pistol event, scoring 566 points. In September 1990, the 11th Asian Games were held in Beijing, China's first time hosting the event. Then, in August 2008, the 29th Summer Olympics opened in Beijing, a historic first for China. In 2022, the Beijing Winter Olympics made Beijing the world's first city to host both the Summer and Winter Olympics.
For modern China, sports have evolved into a symbol of national spirit, also serving as a key channel for international exchange. At 1971 World Table Tennis Championship in Nagoya, China invited the US team to visit, an event famously known as ping pong diplomacy, which had a lasting impact on China-US relations.
Throughout the history of Chinese sports, stars like basketball player Yao Ming, athlete Yu Xiong and tennis player Li Na have inspired generations to embrace and participate in sports, making physical fitness accessible to everyone. By the end of 2023, China had built over 4.59 million sports venues, a 30% increase from 5 years ago, with a total sports area of more than 4 billion square meters, giving each citizen an average of 2.89 square meters of sports space.
那柴老师，武术它是如何体现背后所蕴含的中国的体育精神和思想呢？
武术呢是中国传统文化瑰宝，那太极拳呢就是武术当中最重要的一个分支，也是最重要的一个拳种。太极拳 是结合了儒道哲学中的太极阴阳辩证理念为核心思想，它讲究似直非直，似曲非曲，刚柔相济，动静相兼。
那在现代运动中，我们又能够如何看出中国体育精神的体现呢？
每一个运动员身上都可以看得非常突出，就是他的顽强拼搏的精神，永不放弃的精神。我们中国这种体制下培养出来的运动员，中国的体育精神应该说可以更好的诠释我们更高、更快、更强，还有一个更团结的这种理念。体育不只是竞技，更是文化与精神的传承。我们期待强健体魄，更要健全人格的中国体育精神，让其更好的发扬和传承。